Hello everyone and welcome to yet another YouTube video. Now I'm going to change things around again. I know I keep saying this, but it's surprisingly easy to forget to say these things. Please make sure to always like, share and subscribe the content. Any and all support you give me is very much appreciated. We are very quickly nearing 100 subscribers, and that lets me know that you guys are enjoying the content as well as enjoying what I do. Any and all support was once again super appreciated. I do eventually want to be able to do this as a full-time job. Currently as a student I can only occasionally post, which is why my upload schedule is so vile. But with your help and support I can become an official YouTube content creator. And yeah, the more you help me, the better quality content I can put out for you guys. But without further ado, here we are again with another video talking about a character in Valorant. Today's character actually is one of the more important ones, because she is single-handedly the best solo queue character to play, and probably a favorite among all the Valorant players, and that is none other than Reyna herself. Notable Reyna players, as far as I'm aware, are Governor. So Marcus is one everyone should look into. He's very funny. He's a very good character. I occasionally go to his streams to say hello. And he's just one of the better Reyna players out there. He's one of the best Reyna players in the EU. Same applies to Governor. They're just people who main Reyna. So if you have any Reyna tips and tricks that you want to learn, or anything more specific to the character, I strongly suggest going to watch their videos. They are very good, and they probably will do a much better job than I will. I'm just here to show you how the character works and specific ways you can counter Reyna. So, as always, we will be going through the kit in the order of the C, Q, E, and Ultimate. If you have changed the buttons around, or if you have separate bindings, just know that the order we'll be going in is Reyna's blind or leer, her near sight, however you want to call it, her heal, her dismiss, which we'll probably do at the same time because they're a double pack ability in one. She's also the only character to have two abilities in one, which I think is really cool. And last but not least, Reyna's ultimate, and the fact that Reyna's ultimate impacts the way her kit works as well. Now, in order to make sure that this video isn't 5 minutes long, I'm going to take a bit more time to explain things about this character, because her kit is very simplistic, which is why I think so many people are drawn to her. That, and she's super good. Reyna is one of the only characters in the game to have the ability to give herself shields. If Reyna takes any form of meaningful damage, that may be from falling, from actually being shot at. Let me just see if I can simulate myself taking some damage. Hopefully I don't get one shot by the bots. But let's see. I don't know if I can get the heal to work in here, but I'll try. I forgot to change the difficulty. These bots will usually one-tap you if you're not careful. I kinda don't want to get one-tapped. See, I've taken some damage. If I peek again, I get one shot because I'm fucking terrible at the game. But any damage Reyna takes can actually be healed back. So we're going to change this to easy just to display. I usually do this as aim training. If you've seen my aim training video, you know how I do this. So if I was to take a bit of damage from the bot, there we go, and then I kill it, there will be an orb that spawns, and using my Q I can heal from it. Once again, she's one of the only characters that can actually restore health. Sadly, I can't show it to you here because the game doesn't spawn in orbs, but I will provide clips for how her abilities work later in the video. I don't know if the game still spawns orbs when you kill these bots, I'm not entirely sure. If not, I'll find a way to display it, don't worry. But, to start from the beginning, Reyna's blind is one of the most unique blinds in the game because it can travel through walls. You might say the Breaches one does the same thing, but it's quite different. Reyna's blind is an orb that she chucks out at a set distance. No matter where you put it, the only way to bring the orb closer is to chuck it at the ground. If you chuck it at the wall, it will actually just travel through the wall. Things to be noted is that if you have a particularly thick wall, you can still blind, and the blind will actually be stuck in the wall. So it takes quite a bit of skill to use it. However, the game will actually push the blind out for you. So if you put it through a wall where the blind just barely reaches, the game will actually use its hitbox to push the blind out in front, which means you can make some really sneaky flashes for your teammates. Reyna's blind is often best used away from her, that's why it travels so far. If you put your Reyna blind at head level and then you run out into the blind, guess what, you're going to get one-tapped as soon as they take your blind out. So if you peek corners, the best thing you can do is probably chuck it at the ground and then peek, just to decrease the chances of you getting one-tapped by the enemy. If you are countering Reyna, the best thing you can do is shoot the blind. Now, Reyna is one of those aim lab characters in the game. What do I mean by that? I mean that if there's a Reyna playing here and she blinds across, what you have to do is take the flash out and then immediately flick to kill the Reyna. It looks a lot more difficult than it actually is, but it's way better to take out the flash either for yourself or for your teammates than it is to actually just let it sit there and potentially risk getting killed by Reyna. Another thing you can do is that because Reyna's flash is actually a layer, not a traditional flash, there is no actual screen clutter that happens. What happens is it just adds a fog over your screen. So if I summon the blind, you can see the enemies are blinded, but if I get close to them, the blind does not affect them. They can see me perfectly fine if their heads look like that. This is why some Reynas will flash, run in, and then get killed by someone close range because they can still see you. It should be noted that Reyna's flash is actually global, so no matter what distance you flash from, they will be blinded. This is a buff they gave to Reyna to help her be a more overall character, specifically because on Pearl, there's no effective way to use her flash without yourself dying. Excuse me. The next ability in Reyna's kit is her Q or her heal. When Reyna kills an enemy, she has an orb that spawns on screen. That orb can then be pressed Q upon to heal. She heals up to 150 HP, no more, no less. She will heal less if she's below 30 HP. I think if you're below 30 HP, the maximum heal you can get to somewhere in the 120 region, and with any HP level below that, you heal less and less. In her ultimate, the Q doesn't need to be cast, she automatically heals when she gets a kill. I will put clips of this up on the screen very shortly. Her E is a dismiss, that's the name of the ability. The way it works is when Reyna gets a kill, an orb will spawn. She can then press E on the orb in order to allow herself to move. Let me see if I can just get an orb to spawn when I kill these guys, because I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I can't, sorry, there's no way for me to show it in the range. But once the orb is up, you can press E, you become invulnerable for a few seconds, but you are completely visible. You just turn into this very, very different silhouette of yourself. And Reyna can move during the silhouette mode. She can hide behind structures, does not take any damage from bullets, but she also can't shoot, so pros and cons. She technically has a pocket. Your ulti is just less effective because she doesn't get any bonus movement speed. And actually, fun fact, if you shoot Reyna's silhouette while she's in her dismiss form, she still gets slowed, which I don't know if that's a bug or a feature. Let me know in the comments down below if that's been removed or if it's still present in the game. Next ability is Reyna's ultimate, probably one of the most round-deciding ultimates in the game. I personally recommend using it with the Phantom, however it's equally as effective with the Vandal as well. Once you activate Reyna's ultimate, your screen turns a darker shade, enemies' outlines glow, making them easier to actually see and identify, and you get a fire rate bonus. I think the fire rate bonus is you fire 10% faster. This means that body spraying is much more reliable as Reyna in her ultimate. I strongly don't suggest going for headshots unless you're playing with a Vandal. But if you are playing with a Vandal, one thing the ultimate does do is it makes it so that you can reload faster. So if you get a few kills, you run out of ammo on the Vandal. That's the regular reload. This is the ultimate reload, significantly faster reload, as you can see. Maybe if I do it whilst I'm not lagging, yeah, there you go, much faster reload. Another thing to note is that, like I said, she automatically heals during her ultimate. So, if I was to take any form of damage and get a kill, my health will go back up to 150. Every time you get a kill, you get healed. This is why this ultimate is so dangerous to fight against, because whenever Reyna peeks you, she will probably be at 150 HP no matter what, and because she fires faster, taking the body spray trait with her means you will likely lose 99% of the time. However, there is a secret feature I forgot to mention, and it requires quite a bit of setup. You see, you need to have 150 HP, you need to have the Reaver operator equipped, and what you need to do is you take your Reyna flash out, you put it out, and then you have to aim down sights like this. And if you do it 3 times in a row, a very special thing will happen on the 3rd attempt.
See nothing.
God, I hope I don't get backlash for that joke. That was risky right there. But yes, this is Reyna. I will post a clip of how she plays and how she is to play in-game. Thank you everyone for watching. Just remember what I said at the start of the video. I won't bore you with all that stuff all over again. I have been Venter Black 3. It's always a pleasure to make these for you guys. And if you have anything else, or any other character you want to see, any map tutorials you want me to put out, please let me know in the comments down below. Have a nice day, and goodbye.
Caution here.
Reload him. Watch out!
They will cover. They will begin.
Fire in the hole!
One enemy remaining.